Very good evening, friends. Meeting again in the session of Materia Medica, and today we're going to learn one more important remedy in practice as well as from exam point of view, and that is the Sabal Serrulata. Sabal Serrulata, this generally I used to use mother tincture in my practice. Many a times I have used. In fact, whenever there is benign enlargement of prostate, first thought is always related with the Sabal Serrulata. Question arises. Yes, definitely it has action on the prostatic enlargement, specifically when membranous prostatic part of the prostate gland when gets enlarged. This has a very specific role, and that's why the retention of urine is very easily recovered with the help of Sabal Serrulata. And that's why I used to use mother tincture of Sabal Serrulata 15 drops twice a day or thrice a day, depending upon say, requirement as a palliative remedy. But once I have used this remedy in potentized form, and this was a case where the patient was operated to 3 times for prostatic enlargement. Patient was more than 80 years of age, and he again had the prostatic enlargement, but no one was ready to operate, and he was suffering from severe urinary problems. There was a burning while passing the urine, and it was just dribbling urination. It was not passing in flow, or there was no stream over there. And uh, this fellow was brought to me over there. I took his case, and he was walking with the sticks. And when I asked him to lie down on my clinical bed for examination, he wake up and his son was there along with him, and he tried to support him to climb that staircase over there to get on the clinical bed. And when it touched his body, he immediately reflected it out. And then his son said, "This is his problem. He never likes anyone's support, sympathy at all." So that was interesting that I have observed with my eyes that he has just taken his hands out. And that was very important feature of this remedy. The Sabal Serrulata, these are the personalities where they never like sympathy. They dislike sympathy. That is very typical feature of this remedy. Anyone tries to give them sympathy, it makes them angry. So that was very typical, which I have observed directly, having prostatic problem, recurrent prostatic enlargement, and urinary dribbling urination. Then there was difficulty in passing the urine. All those things were there. So instead of giving Sabal Serrulata, I thought that even at the mental level, the remedy is showing its presence over there. I directly gave him a Sabal Serrulata 30 in repeated doses. And 30 worked so nicely in this fellow. After 15 days when he returned, two important things have been happened. The first thing that he was very happy, that was first important thing. And second important thing was that he was passing urine very clearly. There was no difficulty, there was no burning, and he felt very good with the Sabal Serrulata 30. That was the first incidence when I utilized Sabal Serrulata 30, and thereafter many times I used this remedy. In one case of females where the breasts were atrophied and it was not responded to any medication. She has tried many cosmetic treatments also, all those things, nothing worked, and she came for the specific thing, and she was just 35, 36 years of age, and she was suffering from that thought, and she said that this is the problem with me, and because of which I'm sad. It never looks good, doctor, and this is the problem with our relations also. And she had, along with that, the tenderness in the ovarian area. That was one important which was there. Second important thing which was there was uh, asked her to show the USG, which she has already done, and USG showed that there were ovarian cysts. So I thought of this remedy, giving her a Sabal Serrulata, and I have given her in mother tincture form. I asked her to continue regularly, but within span of 3-4 months, there was good development in the breast. The shriveled breast, they carry the fats in inside that, and they becomes quite good engorged, developed a lot. So that was another incidence where I have used this Sabal Serrulata mother tincture. So these were the two cases where I have utilized Sabal Serrulata. Let us learn it from Boericke's Materia Medica. It is a plant, saw palmetto. Sabal is homeopathic to the irritability of genito-urinary tract. The specific action defined by him is genito-urinary tract. General and sexual debility, promotes nutrition and tissue building. So that is the thing which you have to think when you shriveled breast. You can give this. Head, stomach, and ovarian symptoms are marked of unquestioned value in prostatic enlargement, epididymitis, and urinary difficulties. Underline this. This is the specific area where this remedy has very pronounced action. Acts on membrane of prostatic portion of urethra. Iritis with prostatic trouble. That is another feature which one must look for. Valuable for underdeveloped or undeveloped mammary glands, fear of going to sleep, languor, apathy, and indifference. So this is the mental state. They are lost the interest. They are indifferent. They are apathetic. Head, the confused, full, dislike sympathy makes her angry. That is a very important feature one should not forget. Vertigo with headache, neuralgia in feeble patients, pain runs up the nose and center in forehead. So it was in a bony level, the pains were there from the nose to the forehead. Stomach belching and acidity, desire for milk like rustox, like Apis mellifica. Urinary symptoms, constant desire to pass water at night, enuresis, paresis of sphincter vesicae, chronic gonorrhea, difficult urination, cystitis with prostatic hypertrophy. And this is the diagnostic feature on basis of which you can prescribe Sabal Serrulata in for the palliation purpose. Male prostatic troubles, enlargement, discharge of prostatic fluid, wasting of testes and loss of sexual power, coitus painful at the time of emission. That is one important feature one should not forget. Sexual neurotics, organ feels cold. So there are a lot of thoughts of sex, but they cannot perform. The organ feels cold. That is very future, goes in close relation with the selenium also. Female, the ovaries are tender, enlarged, breast shrivel, iodine iodide. Young female neurotics, suppressed or perverted sexual inclination. Respiratory, the copious expectoration with cutter of the nose, chronic bronchitis like sternum and hepar. So this remedy, when you see, it has very specific action on genito-urinary tract, both in males as well as female. Relationship, compare phosphoric acids, the stigmata medis, the santalum album, apis, for all the urinary complaints which are appeared over there. In prostatic troubles, perum picricum, thuja, picric acid, more sexual erethism. Then populus tremuloides, that is the prostatic enlargement with cystitis. This is the only short explanation of this remedy is there. Dose, the mother tincture 10 to 30 drops, third potency often better. The tincture must be prepared from fresh berries to be effective. So this remedy I have used in 30th, I have used it in mother tincture many times for mother tincture, but very occasionally with the 30th potency. Wonderful remedy to be having action on prostatic problems as well as ovarian trouble. So that's all about the Sabal Serrulata. One more remedy from fourth year syllabus. We have finished. We'll meet again tomorrow with one more remedy, a small remedy. Thank you and good night.
Thank you very much, sir.